Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name's Whitney and today I'm going to be showing y'all my foundation routine for oily skin that will last all day in hot, extremely hot, humid weather. I do live in southern Louisiana and it gets very humid and very hot down here, and I like my makeup to last all day long. So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. So before we get into it, go ahead and subscribe, click that button below. Let me know if you guys like this video, and let's just get into it. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this hair back. I did just take a shower, so it's just air drying right now and it looks crazy, so I'm just going to pin it back so we don't have to worry about it being in my face. Okay, so the first thing to do is still moisturize, still do your skincare. So I moisturized my face, I did my eye cream, and I just let that sink in for a couple of minutes. I don't do any heavy moisturizers. I just do a very lightweight moisturizer and then a little bit of eye cream underneath my eyes, so that way my skin is not too hydrated, because throughout the day it will get oily, so my skin's not overly hydrated to start with. I like to wear a nice full coverage foundation because, as you can see, I have a lot of redness and discoloration on my skin, and it's just how it is. So I need something that's going to last all day and be full coverage. So the way that I do that is, the first step I do is to prime. So the first thing that I like to go in with during the summer is this Becca Ever Matte Primer. And when I first started using this, it was difficult to work with, but I've learned how to do it. You just need a very tiny amount, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put some on my finger, and you just need a tiny amount, and like a pea-sized amount, and I take it and I rub it in between my fingers, and then I gently put it on my T-zone where I need that most mattifying effect, which for me is on my T-zone. I think for most people it's on their T-zone, and I just gently work it into my skin. You only need a little bit of this product on each area, like that pea-sized amount will do my entire face, because, and you see how I'm patting it a little bit as well, if you use too much it will ball up and pill up. And hopefully you can tell on camera how already more mattified I am. It really works, and so I just give that a second to kind of really sink into my face, and then if you feel your face, it feels very, very smooth, and that product has just sunken in and really kind of not disappeared, but sunk into the skin, so that it's not sticky, it's not tacky, and it's almost like it's not there, but it's mattifying your skin. I actually really like to go in with this Optical Illusion Primer from Urban Decay, and I take one pump of that and I mix it in between my fingers, and then I just go over my entire face, and that helps to blur any lines. So the Becca Ever Matte's going to help mattify my face, and then the Urban Decay Optical Illusion is going to help any lines, wrinkles, pores, things like that. And so now everything is kind of smoothed out and blurred out slightly so that I can move on to my next step. I do like to let my primer sit on my skin for, I'd say, like at least 2 to 3 minutes, just so that way it is really in my skin and it's not gonna lift or peel or pill up or anything like that. So for oily skin, I like to use a mattifying foundation. Today I'm gonna go in with a cocktail of these two foundations right here. This is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation, and this is the Sephora 10-Hour Wear Foundation. And I mixed these two shades because this one's slightly too dark, this one's slightly too light, and they're both mattifying foundations, so they work perfect together. And I'm just gonna take it and put it on the back of my hand. So that's the Marc Jacobs, and then I'll do like a pump of the Sephora foundation. I'm going to take my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge and just go ahead and work that into my skin. And this combination might still be a little too dark for me right now, but I'll lighten it up with concealer. But you can see that coverage totally covered all the redness and discoloration that I have in my cheeks and on my face. Okay, so hopefully y'all can tell how mattified my face is right now. There is not any sheen, there's not any shine, there's not any glow. I kind of look blah because it's so matte, but setting spray and highlighter will help combat that. But I like this matte foundation, this base, so that way during the day when my oils start peeking through, I look like I have a really nice glow instead of oily and greasy. Next, I'm going to go in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard, and I'm going to use this because it does add a little bit more of hydration underneath the eyes, and I don't like my under eyes to be too dry and crepey, so I am going to use the Radiant Creamy Concealer to put right underneath my eyes. And this is more like my skin tone, which I don't need a ton of coverage because that foundation mixture really did all the covering that I needed. And then I'm going to go on top of that to lighten it with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. And this is really too light for me, but it's very good coverage. So that NARS, and because this base is a little dark, I think this is going to work well. So I'm just going to do a little bit. And hopefully that works out pretty well. Oh yeah, that helped to lighten it up really well. So that really helped to lighten my face and give me some life back, some dimension back, without giving me any shine or sheen or shimmer. So I'm going to go in with powders now. So the two powders that I'm going to use are the Givenchy Prism Libre powder in the shade number 5 Satin Blanc, and I'm also going to go in with the Lorac powder in the shade PF2 Light Clair. So this I'm going to use to set my under eyes, and this I'm going to use to set my face. I always go in with powders because obviously I have oily skin, and this just helps to prolong the wear of my makeup throughout the day. The reason that I like the Givenchy powder is that it does have a slight shimmer in it, but it's not glitter, and it just gives a nice luminosity underneath the eyes and in the T-zone without bringing oil or sheen or anything like that to the skin. And then just going in with that Lorac powder to set the rest of my face. These foundations really don't need to be set. They self-set, but again, because I have oily skin, once those oils start peeking through during the day, I need a powder to help. So that's going to be it, guys, for my foundation routine for oily skin. This is the perfect foundation, perfect combination of primers, foundations, concealers, and powders for oily skin. If you've ever tried any of these products, let me know how you like them. I can wear this face of makeup. I get ready usually in the morning around like 7 a.m. and I don't take my makeup off until I get home at the end of the day around 5:30, 6 o'clock. So this makeup is lasting me roughly like 11 to 12 hours, almost 11 hours. So and that's with no touch-ups, no powdering, no blotting throughout the day. I can literally wear this from morning to night and it looks fine. As the day goes on, my oils do peek through, but I don't have to do anything. And I know if you have oily skin, you know sometimes when you wear foundations or if you wear makeup and the more your oils peek through, the foundation, the makeup just kind of slides around your face. With this combination, I don't have any of that, and so I truly love the combination of these products. So if you've ever tried them, let me know, and I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was helpful and you learned something. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.